Hey everyone, what I thought I would do in this video is a quick recap of the Manchester Marathon, which I ran yesterday. You can check that number if you want to see my time. I did manage to do it. They gave me a Mr. T-esque gold medallion at the end. This is actually one of the nicest medals that I've had. So I did finish it, and in addition to that you get the t-shirt. This is actually quite a nice t-shirt. It really feels nice. I'm actually going to wear this. I'll start wearing this at the gym and training and things like that. So yeah, excuse me. I did want to do a recap for you guys because I did a few videos talking about the marathon, and you know, across the board, everyone who watches my channel has been very supportive and asking how I was getting on. Just a very quick recap. I decided to sign up for the Manchester Marathon very late. I signed up, I think the deadline was a Tuesday morning. I signed up on the Monday night, Monday afternoon. So I basically had like 12 weeks to run the marathon and to do a training program for the marathon, sorry. And normally, ideally, you want a 16-week schedule. But I did 12 weeks, and the first 3 or 4 weeks were going good. And I was aiming for a sub-4 marathon, a sub-4 hour marathon. But at the speeds I was going and the way I was training, I was actually following a schedule for like a 3:30, 3:45, and I was hitting the marks. I was doing really well. Unfortunately, I got injured and I hurt my ankle. Well, I say I hurt my ankle. I did hurt my ankle, but it wasn't just an ankle issue. It was a calf issue. Basically, I've got tight hamstrings, which, you know, is related to tight calves, and the tight calf was pulling on the ankle. And the physio says, you know, just because you're doing one motion, you're not really rotating it enough. That's what was causing the issue. Now, the physio said that he wouldn't advise doing it. The guy in the running shop where I bought new trainers, because I needed new trainers, he said that realistically you're not going to do it as well. So I was kind of fighting against it, but I took about 2 or 3 weeks off, and then I ran about half a mile, and I was in agony for half a mile. But I stretched that to a mile the next day, and I was feeling a little bit better. Then I did 3 miles, and then I did 7 a few days later. And then about a week later, I went out and I ran 20 miles. Now, when I ran that run, I basically went out thinking I have to get to at least a half marathon. I need to run at least 13 miles, hopefully 15, just to see if I can do this. And I went out that day and I was in pain, everything after 10 miles, but I stretched it out and I ran 20 miles. And it was at that point that I knew that I could do the marathon. But after that, I did one more 7.5 mile run, but apart from that, I didn't run. So I basically had 4 weeks training, a few weeks off, a week or two training, and then I didn't run until the marathon. So my expectations had changed. I knew I wasn't going to get a sub 4 hour marathon, and I really just wanted the medal. But I ended up getting a 4 hour 15 marathon, 4 hours 15 minutes. It's kind of funny though, because my first marathon 5 years ago, I did 3 in 7 weeks then, but my first marathon was Manchester, so you know, it was a kind of returning to the scene of the crime. And in that marathon, I got 4:15, and I was extremely disappointed because me and my friend were hoping for like a 3:40. We were jumping out of skin. We were so fit. We were doing so much running, and we were great. But on the day, I had, you know, an injury and other things. Everyone's got injuries when you run a marathon. It's a hard slog. But I was really disappointed with that. But it's kind of funny how 5 years later, same marathon, exact same time, you know, give or take a few seconds. And instead of being disappointed, I'm really, really pleased. Pleased because I really, at the back of my mind, I thought I have to finish under 5 hours. That's all I wanted. But really, all I wanted to do was get over the line. But my times were quite good. I finished the half marathon stage of it, like the first half of the marathon, under 2 hours. It was like 1 hour 58 or something. And when it came to like about mile 18 or 19, this is when I realised the 4 hour pacer guy, the guy that, you know, if you beat him, you're going to get sub 4 hours. He was actually behind me. And at the pace I was going until mile 15, I probably, if I kept the same pace, which I didn't, I probably would have had, you know, like a 3:55 or something like that. Now the problem is about mile 14 or 15, my legs, my quads just seized up. My quads especially, they seized up. Lactic acid, I couldn't lift my leg up high. I really couldn't lift it up high. And I just got slower and slower. When I saw the 9 minute mile guy, the 4 hour sub 4 hour guy. You know, he's running with a big sign saying 4 hours. You need to be in front of him. When I saw him, I kind of like, come on, I need to get through this. And I ran faster for like half a mile. I just, like physically, I couldn't do it. I just physically couldn't do it anymore. It was tough. So my minute miles was going from like 8:30 down to about 9 or so. And then it went to 10, 11, 12. And at the end, there was people walking and then running, walking and then running. By the end, I was running. I never stopped, apart from going to do a pee twice. But I didn't stop. And the only people I was really overtaking was the people walking. Everyone else was kind of going by me. I still need to work on that, you know, as far as maybe I went a wee bit too quicker at the start, or maybe, you know, I couldn't avoid what happened. But I'm not disappointed at all. You know, that's my 4th marathon. In the first 3 marathons, I always felt like I had a little bit left in the tank. You know, like, so when it came to the finish line, I was going really fast. And yesterday I had, you know, my heart rate wasn't hard, you know, because I couldn't run. But I had nothing, I couldn't do anything more. I couldn't do anything more. Like when it came to the last sprint, I went as fast as I could go. I didn't feel like I could go any further. And yeah, I think I could have did the same as I did yesterday 100 times and not really get a better time. It's kind of funny because people think you need to be fit to do a marathon, and you do. But really after a half marathon stage, it's all about staying injury free and not, you know, stopping your legs from tightening up and stopping them from being stiff. But as far as my heart rate goes, my heart rate dropped and it went down by like 20 or so in the second half because I wasn't going fast. So I wasn't really breathing hard or anything like that. It was a really fun marathon. I booked up with my friend Scott, but unfortunately he got injured, so I couldn't do it with him. But on the way down, I met my friend Kerry. I'd not seen her in years, but I used to train with her in Taekwondo. And Kerry and her husband David were going down, so they ended up, they get the same chain down, the same chain back. So that was good because I saw them in the chain down, but on the day I bumped into them. I don't know how because we didn't organise to meet up. I just said, right, I'll probably see you tomorrow. And out of like 20,000 people, I bumped into them. So we ran the first 6 or 7 miles together. And it was good because it was a leisurely pace, you know, got my lungs warmed up and all that. And yeah, it was great seeing them. And then at the finish line, we all ended up with very similar times. So it was really good. It was good to get some company. You know, obviously it's not as fun when you're going yourself. But all in all, yes, thanks for everyone for the support, guys. I do appreciate it. I'm still struggling to walk. That's why I'm sitting down just now. If I stand, you can see I'm kind of still wobbling, and I'm getting better. I'm getting better, but yesterday I could struggle. I couldn't go upstairs. I had to hold on to the handle everywhere I went, just because my legs were so stiff. And yeah, it's a hard slog. And it's kind of funny though. It's kind of like a mind trick because in the last 10, last 10 miles or so, you're running this marathon going, why am I doing this? This is crazy. I'm never going to do this again. And it's just mental torture. It's not, it's physically hard, but really it's the mental side where your body's screaming out for you to stop, and you're just like, no, I'm not stopping. But once you start feeling better, you start thinking, oh, maybe I'll do another one in the future. I don't really want to think about that yet. It's not something I've got planned or anything like that. But I don't think I've done any long-term damage to my body. That was one concern, that would make my calf injury and my ankle injury a little bit worse. But I think I'm okay. I just have to make sure I rest over the next few weeks and don't do any running and just try and do some different things like swimming. But all in all, I'm really pleased with the time I got. I still think I've got, if I don't get injured and I get a good running schedule, I think I've got like a 3:45, 3:50 marathon in me, I think. Beyond that, I don't think physically I could do it, but I think that's what I could get peak. I think I could get that. So if I ever do another marathon, that remains my goal. It's, the sub 4 hour marathon still eludes me, but I will get there one day, I think. I hope. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. It was hard training initially, but it was probably the easiest training schedule I've done for any event, and I've still walked out with a medal and a half decent time, in my opinion. So I'm really pleased. Pat on the shoulder and all that. But yeah, like in the past, I was really hard on myself. I was really disappointed with all the marathons and all the times, and I was just hard on myself about it. I don't know if it's maybe I'm a little bit older, a little bit wiser, but just taking everything into consideration, not enough training, being injured, I'm really pleased with it. And yeah, it was a great event. Manchester's an absolutely gorgeous city. And all the people in Manchester, without sounding too cheesy, they were amazing. You know, you're running by and they're all like, they see your name on your t-shirt, obviously. So they're all shouting, "Come on, Kevin, you can do it." And it sounds cheesy, it sounds stupid, but when you've been running and you're mentally just tired, and when someone shouts, "Come on, Kevin, you can do it," and they smile, they give you a thumbs up or they give you a jelly bean or something, it does actually help. So yeah, everyone from Manchester was cool. So yeah, it was amazing. I'd definitely do that one again, but I've done it twice now, so you know, maybe I'd like to explore a different marathon. But thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to be stiff for a few weeks, but maybe down the line, maybe later on in the year, maybe I'll do something else. I've still never did a 10k or a half marathon. I've never did any other event. I've only done 4 marathons, but I would like to do something different in the future. Some friends were talking about triathlons and things like that, but I don't know. I'll see how it goes. As someone that sits down all the time, you know, I work at a desk, I sit down and work. I like to try and stay active. But again, thanks for the support, guys. I really do appreciate it. I'm pleased with, you know, the effort that I put in as far as on the day. I did stay at the worst hotel ever. 5 in the morning, the fire alarm went off in the hotel. I couldn't get to sleep because it was too warm. It was fire alarm went off at 5 a.m. just for like 10-15 seconds. That's like enough to wake me up, and then I couldn't sleep. But I wasn't as tired as I thought it would be, so it certainly didn't affect me. But thanks for watching. I do appreciate it, guys, and maybe one time in the future I will get another one of these from a different place. But kudos to Manchester. Love the city. Brilliant. Cheers, guys.